Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be getting into this 15-minute, 20-minute beat that you don't need to use foundation for. This is an updated routine. I have did this on my channel before, but this is the 2023 version with some product recommendations for dry skin. Anybody can do this beat. This is for oily, dry skin, combination skin, but this is gonna be like your everyday go to work or kind of just, you know, whatever you do on a daily basis. This is just a quick routine that you can do where you don't have to do a full face of makeup, but you know, you get the same payoff because, you know, as you see, it's still a vibe. You know, and I'll go into detail, give you options for the products that I use, dupes, stuff like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Oh yeah, and before we go, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you can see more hair and beauty videos. Guys, I cannot stress enough, skincare is the most important part of doing this application. You need to make sure that your skin is super hydrated and nice and dewy. I'm using eye cream, I'm using a glow serum, I'm also using rose oil to hydrate my face, and a moist facial moisturizer. So I'm also gonna start getting more in depth with skincare and stuff like that, so you guys can learn while I'm learning as well. For my brows today, I'm using the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. This is just like a clear brow gel. I like this because I have very bushy, sometimes kinky or nappy eyebrows, if you will. So this just kind of helps smooth them out and give them a more tame look. Because I've noticed, like in past pictures, where my eyebrows are kind of like too, I don't want to say too nappy, but they've like curled and moved around. This just gives it a more polished and even effect. This is optional if you want to use the brow gel. You can use brow gel on its own. You can use brow gel with a pencil. You can use a pencil on its own. Whatever you use for your brows is completely optional. I like this because it just kind of mimics my natural hair growth and my natural growth pattern. The brow width pencil is very fine. The tip of it is very fine. And it looks like hair when you draw with it. It doesn't give like a too harsh of a line. So this is going to be like my favorite brow combo. I also like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, but that's a little bit heavier. This one is very easy, very light to use, and very quick. So this is going to be the one to use when you're doing that get out of the house real quick. And how you do your brows is also going to be a matter of preference. I will be using concealer on the bottom of my brow to clean them up. But if you're a person you don't want to use concealer, you don't have to. If you just want to do some brow gel and keep it moving, all of that is going to be a preference. You can, kind of use this routine and make it to your liking and, do what you like. But this is just kind of like guidelines to help you get out of the house. Because I do have lash extensions, I am just adding a lighter color underneath my brows, and I'm not going to do eyeshadow. Using the lighter color under my brows and leaving my eyelid the natural color that it is going to give me more of a gradient effect. This is what I prefer to do only because I have on lash extensions. Now, if you were going to do an eyeshadow, this would be the time for you to do it. Again, this is all optional. Everything I'm doing you can accommodate to your style. Next, we have our primer. Primer is optional. Who is primer optional for? Primer is optional for dry skin only. If you have oily skin, primer is a must, okay? Combination skin is optional. I'm going to add some just because I want to smooth and blur out my pores. You can use some primers on their own, meaning that you can blur your pores and just give yourself a nice polished look on a daily basis with using just primer. Danessa Myricks has a blurring balm that's made for that. The Milk Cosmetics can be worn on its own. And I would also say the Benefit primer could be used on its own as well. And now the main star of the show, the concealer. I'm using Lancome shade 495. Your concealer can make or break this look. I like to use something that's very flexible, skin-like. I don't use a full coverage concealer because that will give you the appearance like of a full beat, and it takes a lot more work to make that look more natural. Get like a medium buildable coverage. Sephora Collection has a really good one. Lancome also is really good. Those are gonna be my favorite, and also I love NARS.
But we all know, NARS, they price for the amount that you get, not always what I want. But yeah, just take that, blend that out. I'm only applying underneath my eyes in the darker areas. I'm concealing any spots I have. I do a circle around my mouth for color correction. And then I'm just going to blend it out in place and then drag the rest of the product anywhere, like to basically erase the lines of demarcation. So see how I'm blending out my cheek? I'm pulling the color down and I'm going to blend out the edges to make sure that it doesn't look like I only have makeup there. So, excuse me. So anything that's left over on the brush, I would just tap in areas where I didn't apply any concealer, just to give myself like a polished look. Another important thing to remember when it comes to concealer, you want to have two color concealers, maybe even three. I would say two because you want to have one that is like your color that matches your complexion. And then you always want to have like a highlighting concealer. So I'm putting this concealer all over my face. I'm going to go in with a lighter color to give my face more shape and highlight. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm using the LA Girls Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn. I'm going to use that just in the lighter areas of my face just to give my face more shape. This is not really contouring. This is more soft sculpting, which is my preference of makeup. This is optional. If you just want to put the concealer on that you had that matches your complexion and go, you can do that. But this is just me just elevating the look a little bit and giving myself a little bit more natural look. It looks more like skin when you add the lighter areas to me. But that's our preference, again, like I said. And some people need three. So if you have really, really, really dark spots and you need like a real color correction, that's something that will take a little bit more, a little bit more expertise and technique to blend out and work with. But it's possible to do a natural look with that as well. If you ever need like a consultation for makeup for your skin or skincare products for your skin, feel free to DM me or send me an email. I'm always willing to do consultations. You can always book that on my site as well, on my style sheet. I do free consultations. I will recommend products for you and things like that. So if you're ever interested in those services, that is also available. Make sure you notice and take into account that most of this look is going to be blending. The most important part of doing a natural look is making sure whatever you put on your face, you blend it out. You don't want to see any lines of demarcation with any of the products you put on, whether it's powder, whether it's brows, whether it's concealer, whatever you're putting on, you always want to make sure you take your time and blend it out. And also for my girls that wear lace or sew-ins or wigs, baby hair, whatever, you want to do that last after you have all your makeup done. Just take whatever's left over on your brush that you blended out your concealer with and just bring that up towards the hairline. It'll be a natural gradient. You don't have to do anything above like setting or anything like that. So now we're going to get into our setting powder. This is Lasting Fix from Maybelline. This is a nice one. I also like Laura Mercier. I like Laura Mercier. I also like Sephora collection. Huda Beauty is a nice setting powder if you have really, really oily skin. It also adds to the coverage. But for me, setting powder is going to be, one of those things where you can kind of get away with something not so pricey. So I'm just doing a nude lip today with a dark liner and a nice pouty pink. This is LA Colors. I think I got this from Family Dollar. I ain't gonna lie. But it lasts all day and the color is mad cute. All right, guys, so this is the final look. As you guys all know, this is not meant to be a full coverage look. This is not meant to be a full beat. This is like a very soft, just kind of everyday go to work look, just natural polish. I didn't do any contour, as you guys saw, like, just something very natural, like if you work in an office and you just want to kind of polish yourself off, or if you just kind of, no matter what you do, this is a kind of beat that can go anywhere. Very natural, very soft. The lips are a bit dark. If you are somebody that prefers like a lighter lip, that's all matter of preference. The same techniques can be applied to lighter colors, different colors. So this can be a guideline to get you out of the house, in like 15-20 minutes instead of spending an hour and a half on your makeup every day. Because, I know some of us, have those issues. I'm one of them. I've been there. So, yeah. Now I got it down to 20 minutes to get myself out of the house. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. And if you guys want to see, I'm also going to be doing a skincare routine video. If there's any ideas you guys have for videos, be sure to drop it down below in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace and love.